Since the 1980s, obesity rates have rapidly expanded in the U.S., becoming a large health problem for young to old and an economic burden for all taxpayers. For these reasons, government established policies early on. The question is, how much government intervention should be used to combat America's obesity epidemic? Obesity is a large problem. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, 35.7% of all adults and 17% of children are obese. That's 3 out of every 10 adults and 1 out of every 5 kids. The CDC lists the most common chronic diseases associated with obesity: diabetes, high blood pressure and cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, osteoarthritis, and certain cancers. These diseases come with a price tag. A 2010 study in the Journal of Obesity Reviews calculated direct medical cost of obesity to be around $170 billion. Dr. Michelle Mello of Harvard's Department of Health Policy estimates an additional $73 billion in economic costs due to obesity. Many government policies started are well known, but a majority focus on improving health knowledge through education about food nutrition and increasing physical activity. It hasn't been until recently that any results were visible, though, when the CDC's National Health Interview Survey early report indicated adult obesity rates have been stabilizing over the last several years. However, many politicians and healthcare providers are not satisfied with this progress. To reverse obesity rates, policymakers want to increase the level of government intervention and model future policies after its successful anti-smoking campaign. After educating the public on hazards of smoking, the anti-smoking campaign resorted to fiscal regulations. In other words, taxes. Policymakers want to increase taxes on soda up to 10% in the belief that increased prices will reduce soda consumption, just like higher prices deterred smoking. Even though obesity's negative health and economic effects seem to serve as justification for government intervention, fiscal regulation in the form of soda taxes will not only not decrease obesity rates, but also set a dangerous precedent for future policies. Smoking is more directly associated with cigarettes, and by increasing prices, a significant reduction in consumption was seen. However, obesity has a complex set of causes, of which soda is only one contributing factor. In fact, a study in the American Journal of Public Health on the impact of food prices found a 10% increase only decreases consumption by 8%.
Large beverage taxes that would raise prices by 20% or 40%, would generate fairly modest weight losses. In fact, our estimates suggest that weight losses would be roughly a pound and a half a year at most.
Economist Dr. Michael Marlowe at California's Polytechnic University cites studies showing increased prices influence light consumers as opposed to high-volume users, who would more likely affect obesity rates. A survey conducted found that 62% of people would merely switch to another sweetened drink which is untaxed, some of which are more sugary than soda. If the survey's prediction holds true, for the majority of people, by switching to another sugar-filled drink, it may negate the 8% decrease in soda consumption. And when fiscal measures on soda fails to cause decline in obesity rates, what will lawmakers want to tax next? Once a tax on soda is approved, the door is open for further taxation on other products. So when a soda tax proposition comes up for a vote in your community, be aware of all its implications, because it may be just a soda tax today, but when it doesn't meet lawmakers' expectations, tomorrow it may be a new tax, like on your children's chocolate milk. or that Gatorade after the gym, or the sweet tea Mom serves with Sunday supper.